It's been an amazing morning of swimming events here at the Sandwell Aquatic Centre in Birmingham for day 4 of the 2022 Commonwealth Games, as James Wilby and Adam Peaty were back in action for Team England this morning after last night's amazing 100-metre breaststroke final, in which James Wilby took the gold medal and disappointingly Adam Peaty took 4th. They were both in action in the men's 50-metre breaststroke heats and both qualified for the semi-finals. Here is the post-race reaction from James Wilby and Adam Peaty. So I'm here with James Wilby. Starters, you mean to go on? Gold medal last night, second place in the heats this morning.
Yeah, it's just kind of getting in here this morning and today as a whole and doing the job. There was a big emotional and adrenaline rush from last night, and the 50 is a bit more of a fun event for myself. And it's just kind of progressing through the rounds and seeing if I can pull out a nice swim on the final and see how high I can get myself on that ranking.
So is it a case of fast recuperation and getting your mind right to go again?
Yeah, pretty much. It was a late one last night, and so the team have done a fantastic job of kind of helping me through, and it's been like 12 hours, so guiding me through that process, and putting myself in a good position hopefully now to get through the semis and then round by round progress through.
Thank you.
I really got warming up this morning, to be honest. I just came in, had 2 hours sleep. Obviously it was a devastating night for me, so yeah, just came in, do what I do, almost treat it like a counties and just go for it, I guess. Well, I won't go into detail, but I mean, what I was just saying there to Sharon is that the last 2 years have been very complicated just because of various things, and going into Olympics and having all that kind of pressure coming off and then paying off. I haven't really had a winter block where I've reset, got my aerobic training in and gone, hold on a minute. I haven't even had a chance to kind of know where I'm going. It's almost like you get in the car without a destination. So I came back in this year in January. It's like, okay, we'll just try and get back up to full speed. And then I got flu before trials. I only raced, again, we all know we only raced 2 times before the championships. And then it just exposes you. And that's the training aspect. And then you've got, do I love the sport as much as I did? I don't know. So I've got those questions on my mind where I'm like, it's playing over these next 2 years. How can I maximise these next 2 seasons to potentially do what I need to do in Paris?
Elsewhere in the pool, in the women's 200-metre individual medley, Abby Wood and Alicia Wilson of Team England have qualified for tonight's final. Also in the men's 100-metre butterfly heats, Jamie Ingram, Jacob Thomas, Taylor Peters and James Guy of Team England have qualified for tonight's semi-finals. I caught up with James Guy after his race and he gave his post-race thoughts. I'm here with James Guy, who has qualified for the semi-finals of the men's 100 metres butterfly. Thoughts on your performance?
Yeah, this morning was kind of just doing what I need to do, make it back and just kind of minimise energy costs as much as I can, as it's like a busy few days from now on, so yeah, can't complain.
So is it a case of recuperating and getting as much rest as possible and getting your mind right?
Yeah, of course. I don't really understand why people would go all in the heats when you don't need to do that, so playing each round by round and just make it back, get the job done, come back again, coming back faster.
So now is the aim to do well in the semi-finals and get into that final?
Yeah, of course. I think that's just the next progress really. So I'll just come back tonight, do the job, and then hopefully progress to get into the final and go a bit quicker.
Good luck.
Thank you, mate.
They will be in the semi-finals with Team Wales's Lewis Fraser and Scotland's Gregor Sweeney and Evan Jones. In the women's 100-metre freestyle heats, England's Freya Anderson, Anna Hopkin and Isabella Henley have qualified for tonight's semi-finals. They will be joined by home nation competitors from Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales in Team Scotland's Lucy Hope and Emma Russell, Team Northern Ireland's Victoria Catterson and Team Wales's Rebecca Sutton. Here is Freya Anderson after her race.
Well, we're over halfway now, so it's kind of like see the light and it's all downhill from now. But yeah, you just got to sort of be clever with how you're going about things and recovering. Just enjoying getting to go out in the crowd, it really helps. The crowd's been amazing. Just having everyone on your side and cheering for you. Couldn't ask for a better situation to be in. And when you are tired, like days like this, stay full.
Yeah.
And you do get a bit flat, the crowd always helps.
And finally, from the pool, young Scottish swimmer Holly McGill qualified 3rd from her heat in the women's 200-metre backstroke. Here is Holly and her thoughts on how her race went. So I'm here with Team Scotland's Holly McGill. She got 3rd in their first heat of the women's 200-metre backstroke. Holly, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, a bit tired, but I'm happy with the swim for a heat, definitely.
And it's your first senior appearance, I'm told, for Team Scotland in the swimming. You just got back from the juniors, so how does that feel out there, being in the Commonwealth Games?
Feels great. It's nice having a big home crowd, especially being there. Never really been to a meet that's been this loud before, so.
Yeah, there was a lot of Scottish in the crowd cheering you on. So what's the thought process now? Just get some rest and go again?
Yeah, rest, eat, probably have a nap, get ready to go again tonight.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I've been Jonathan Stack, reporting from day 4 at the Commonwealth Games swimming event at the Sandwell Aquatic Centre here in Birmingham.